Hello, Classi. Welcome to Falcon podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. Before we start our interview, introduce yourself to the audience.
Well, my name is Classified, previously known as Pablo Escobar. I've been here since December 2016 or January 2017. I've been staff since February 2017, and now I'm the head RP admin.
You went by the name Pueblo as well, right?
Yes, that's also one of my names.
Yes. So how did you get to know about Pandahut and tell us about your experience that you had as a beginner in back in the day,
I first joined 2016, 2017 when one of my friends or a bro named Helland. Some people know him. He played the server with his friends, and I decided to join. It took some days because the service was always full with the donator slots. I bought MVP Plus within a couple of days, and then decided to apply for staff shortly after being
All right.
active.
Being active. That's a requirement.
What do you say?
What's your
Oh.
That's a requirement. So what's your favorite server in Pandahut? Is it the RP or the PvP? Or the new mode that's the Unturned one, or Rust?
Well, I don't enjoy playing Rest, so that's out of the picture. I'm a big fan of Unturned, but RP has always been there, and that's always been my main point. So RP 10 is my go-to.
All right. So what made you loyal to Pandahut? And you've been playing since 2016, right?
Yeah, late 2016. Yeah. I guess the community when I started was a very good community. The old staff members were very nice. Yeah, Dragna, Queen, and everyone. They were very nice, so I decided to stick. I didn't really have any issues with anyone, so I was pretty straightforward. I was friends with everyone. So I just wanted to help the community that helped me when I was in a bad spot, so that's why I stuck by.
All right. So, what's your experience on Pandahut?
My experience on Pandahut?
No, yes. In all the servers altogether.
Well, my experience is, community-wise, everyone has different opinions. Everyone has different things they want to say, and I learn how to have to tolerate the people and the different situations. So I've learned a lot, and it's helped me, giving me a bigger understanding on different people around the world. So it's pretty it's like that.
Yeah. So what's your favorite role in Pandahut? Is it head RP admin or what?
My favorite role on Pandahut RP, it's a role that doesn't exist anymore, and that's the hobo role.
The hobo role.
Yes,
that one. That's a really old one.
That's a really old one. That's my favorite role.
So we all know that you're an admin. So how did you reach this point from a beginner to a admin, head RP admin?
I started as a staff member, as I said, in February. When I started, I didn't do much in school. I was at school, yes. I was working out, but I had a lot of free time. I didn't sleep much. So I always put in hours. I had around 100 hours in RP per 2 weeks. So I received admin after, 4 months. So every month I was promoted, and it's just because I was really active. I had a lot of bans. I had little reports on me, and I tried to be friends with everyone. So that helped me a lot. And that's how I became an admin, and later the head RP admin.
Nice. So what did you achieve on RP other than head RP admin?
What I've achieved? I mean, I've been the major. I've been a mayor once. I ran versus Anarchy, and I had like 50 votes or something.
50
that's
old, Jesus.
yeah. I haven't really tried to achieve anything else. I haven't really tried to. After I received admin, of course, I haven't really tried to do anything. But I've tried to set myself as a staff before a player, so I could prioritize helping people with stuff matters instead of going around prioritizing being a major or police group or anything like that, because it would put me in a position where I could be biased. So I try to stay low on those ends.
Oh, that's a good strategy as a admin. So, like, what are some of the mods that like were funny and blew your mind?
I've had a lot of mod sits. I've had mod sit with other admins. I've had one of the most weird staff sets I've had is probably when I had 10 Russian kids try to tell me that they were role playing as terrorists, and they knew the head RP admin. One of them was their brother or something, and this was at the time when the head RP admin was it was no one. The head RP admin was on break, so and he didn't have any brothers, so we basically had fun with that. We tried to act like we were scared, and when we banned them, we basically got harassed in our DMs. It was pretty fun. But, you know, kids, they do a lot. They lie. I also had some kid threaten me while I was head RP admin with them knowing the owner, which they didn't, because they thought a trial mod was the owner.
Bruh.
So, yeah, it's just different things like that.
Was the owner?
What did you say?
Who did they think was the owner?
I don't remember. It was some kind of trial mod that went around saying he was the owner, so that's why I believed so. And he tried to use that as an advantage. And the trial mod, I don't remember the name of the trial mod. This was back when we had like 50 different staff members at all times. And but I know he got demoted the same day, within the hour.
Damn.
But back when I was really active, of course now I have surgery and I work a lot of shifts. But back when I was active, I did around 100 sits, per day if I was pretty active, and so there was a lot of random stuff.
So, as an admin, what do you have to manage every day, and what do you do on a daily basis?
Right now, I'm pretty laid back since it's becoming New Year's, new decade. But every day I usually read through my DMs, because when I wake up I have 10 to 15 PMs, staff reports, complaints. So I have to try to answer everyone and try to help everyone that needs my assistance. I overviewed staff team, of course, and try to figure out who is fit for a promotion, who isn't fit to be a staff member. And every year, that's weird to say, but 2017, 18, and now I'm doing a rule rework. So I'm sitting now until New Year's working on new rules and fixing the rules.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty easy when you don't really celebrate, so you can just do that on Christmas Eve.
Right. So how many bands do you think you have?
It's kind of hard to say how many bands I think I have. I've played on 2 different accounts, and I've been admin on both accounts, had admin rank. I would say an estimate of. It's really hard. It's over 1,600. It's around 2,000, something like that. 2005.
I'm gonna check your bands now, right?
You have to remember, I had a different account for half of my time as a staff member.
Yeah, the Pueblo one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 416 here. And yeah, that's a lot of bands, dude.
I don't think you can see the 13 bands at all since they were removed. But
Yeah.
I basically had the same bans on 10 as I had on 13, and then I had half of that on PvP.
Yeah. And also a lot on your Pedal account, right?
Yes, I've had a lot of bans there. You can see there I sent my other ID. You see 13 doesn't really show. 300, so it's a lot. It's many bans.
There's a lot of bands. So, like, what are your future plans for Pandahut RP?
What are you aiming at here? Are you aiming for staff wise or?
Just everything all around, you know? Just
Well,
generally.
I don't have any specific thoughts for Pandahut RP. I'm trying to fix our what should I say, our issue with the staff team, where we have a lot of staff members. Like, we have enough staff members to keep on server, but we don't have the right training for them. We haven't given them enough attention to train them. So we have, or me and Bernd, we started a staff trainer, and we gave that to a super mod or 2 super mods, and they train, give information and that. So we hope to level that out to help. We also have a event organizer. She's currently on break, but she is Rose.
It's Rose, right? Yeah.
It's Rose. So basically, she helps us with events, and we're trying to have at least 2 events per month. This month we really haven't had any, seeing as she's on break. I've been gone to work, and we'll try to fix that next year, or maybe have an event before New Year's. But we have no other plans except, inside the staff team, because, that's the center. If the staff team isn't good, we can't promise a good community. We can't ensure everyone having fun on the servers then, or the RP.
So, like, what's the current status for Pandahut 13? Do you know?
Right now, I don't have much clue. I've talked to Miku in the past regarding this, but I know that mods are being worked on, and I've talked here and there asking if there was a possibility to have a test run, but I haven't heard anything back from that yet. But since it's taking a lot of time to work on, I know that both Mushi and Miku is busy in real life, so it could take time. But if it works, it's gonna be good.
So, what happened to Aren? You know?
I do know what happened to Aren. He was demoted from the staff team. I can't remember the exact date, but he was demoted for he was breaking the rules of the community. He was doing stuff he wasn't supposed to do. Now I do respect him, so no hard feelings. He was good, but he was harsh, and I think if you want to know what really happened within the staff team, is that he kept a trial mode for a long period of time. I think you know that. Where
Zero, right?
Yeah, Zero was a trial mode for a couple of months, which it's unacceptable to keep someone at the rank, at trial mode,
for that long.
And it was just, the behavior was gross, and it didn't really fit in with the environment. But
As we speak, I'm DMing him right now.
That's really all I'm wanting to say. I'm not gonna say much more.
Yo, what'd you do as a PvP guy? Are you
a PvP staff member?
Like a PvP staff member, and are you good at PvP?
Well, what I'm doing on PvP as a staff member, or
like what are you doing as a staff member, and like, are you good at it? Are you good at PvP?
Well, I was good at PvP before I joined RP. I used to play Unturned almost around the same time it came out. It was like two weeks or something after it came out, and I was pretty sweaty. I had like 2,000 hours on Unturned before I started joining Pandahut. So I was good. I used to play late nights and stuff like that. But when I joined RP, that took like it really fucked me over. So I'm not really good in PvP anymore. I'm decent, but I'm not good. I'm not the best. But I'd focus being the staff member on PvP. Finding hackers, glitch bases, and stuff like that. That's more fun and more me.
Yeah. So, like, what are your thoughts on P10?
Pandahut 10.
Yeah.
Well, it's going good. That's my thoughts. It's going good. It's picking up. It died down last month, and the month prior, the population decided to fall down a bit. But school and stuff. But it's picking up. I can see it when I wake up or when I'm going to bed or in the middle of the day. There's now a decent amount of people on, which is good. We're trying to achieve that. So right now,
like the ESTs, the EST midnight times. There's at least 10 people. It's pretty good.
It's not like it was back in 2018, but it's going back up from 0, which we had an issue with. But right now, I think I'm just focusing on trying to keep the server lag free. Having admins, even myself, I'm going to admit I'm not an active person, but I work 15-hour shift. But I guess we just clear the servers, have to make it lag free, and then we have the essentially the best outcome we can do.
Yeah. What do you think of the Pandahut servers when Unturned 4.0 or Unturned 2 gets launched? Will it move there or what?
I told Mushi a long time ago, so I don't know if the plans are still there. But if I recall correctly, you can't really quote me if I'm correct. But we are moving towards Unturned 4 or Unturned 2. We are moving over there. We are going to keep the servers, but like on this kind of version. But we are going to move, of course. And the RP aspect and everything like that. We've discussed that. So yeah.
Yeah, but like how long will it take for Miku to remake all the plugins? Because Unturned 2 is a completely different game, meaning different plugins have to be made.
I mean, the thing is, we don't need, like, I don't know what they think, because I'm not an owner. I'm not a global admin, so I'm not really in the discussion. I just keep the RP aspect. But what I've understood is that you don't need plugins to keep a server. You can run vanilla. That's gonna hold enough. In the beginning phase of the game, every server is gonna flood, so it doesn't matter if it's plugins or not. People are gonna enjoy it. But Miku and Mushi is both great people. They're really good at what they're doing, plugins. So if they set their mind to that, I guess that'll go pretty quick. But if they're busy, that could take weeks, months, years, decades. It's whatever they decide.
It's been taking a long time.
Well, Miku is, to my understanding, really busy with private things. Don't know what, if it's school, work, but I know that she's busy. Yeah, I think it's school, but she's busy, and if I could help, I'd help. But I don't know anything, and I don't think she wants my help. But,
she's a big brain, and we're not.
She's big brained.
She's big brained.
Big brain, but she's smart. When she feels 13 is good to go, I trust that.
Yeah, I'll have to find her glitch again.
What do you say?
What do you think of? I have to find her glitch again.
Alright.
What do you think of the groups on Pandahut and clans in PvP and RP groups like BMC? And the also new police group made by DTE, Needless and Ghost.
Right now, I think we've had a lot of things in Pandahut. We've had a lot of different police groups, different manning groups, 808 and everything like that. Now, BMC has, it's stuck by the people in it, has been here for a while, so they've been together. It's great. That the only sketchy thing about having a group or a clan is that if you have staff member in that group or clan, you're always afraid of bias. But Outspace and Zero are both examples that you don't have to be biased, and it's showing that we can have clans, we can have group wars and stuff like that without issues. So having a new police group would make it a bit more interesting, like they had on 13. So it's a good thing.
BMC had a police group on 13 back then. Like they're all police.
I can't recall that, but that's probably true.
Yeah. What do you like? What's your most memorable RP or PvP group? That's clan.
Wait, what did you say?
What's your most memorable RP group or PvP clan?
I really have to think. I mean, you have the FBI group. They're, FBI 808. PSD. No.
Yeah, PSD.
I mean, I'd say that, I'll never forget 808 and FBI because they were active and did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be what I'm sticking by.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on the community of Pandahut? Like RP and PvP wise, generally, including Rust and Unturned.
The community is good. The people, the ones that are not toxic, the ones that have been staying here for a while, it's pretty good. RP is different because you have the people that dislike each other because raids. It's kind of different to raid someone in RP than PvP. But the community from RP contra PvP is different because you have a more, what should I say, competitive setting in RP because you want to be the best group, you want to be the best RPer or the most recognized.
Best
you want to be the most recognized person in that role or in that category.
Yeah.
But the community is good. The ones that doesn't break the rules, of course, but everyone's nice. The ones that's following the rules. What do you say?
People tend to hold beef in RP.
Yeah, there is beef in RP, but there will never not be beef.
Yeah, because it's RP.
Yeah, but it's a good community. People are toxic, people are immature, but you're never gonna find a spot where that's perfect.
Nothing's perfect.
Amen.
So, words about the people who left Pandahut and the ones who came back after a long period of time.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that the people that left Pandahut and still haven't come back, it's most of that. Some of them, or if not like all of them, that's been staff, is people that I really miss. You have Frederick. What do you say?
Ragnaros.
Yeah, I know Ragnaros. I know him pretty well. He demoted me twice, so yeah.
Nice.
Well, I miss Rag. Huh?
Skelly.
Yeah, I know Skelly. But it's not all the higher ups. Like Subsonic. You have Fredericks, Wildcard Extreme, Vanilla, Dutchy, Ragnar. Huh?
Grandpa Mew.
Nah, fuck him. I was a good kid as well. He was very nice. But it's people that leave and decide to leave, and we just have to respect that they don't want to be here anymore. They find something else. I've contacted a lot of them in the recent times, asking how they are and interested in talking. I still have contact with Tasty Melon.
Tasty, yeah.
Yeah, I still have contact with him. I still have contact with Fredericks and Wildcard. I still talk to them regularly, and some of them wants to come back, some of them don't. But I wish them all the best. Of course, you can't really have anything against them.